Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters of Trinidad and Tobago, I am not part of any political party in this country. I am just a concerned citizen who loves my country and wishes to inform you of the disaster that is heading towards our sweet Trinidad with this budget. Because right now, if we don't stand up and combine as one people and bring down this party, this PNM party, we the poor people of this country in big trouble. Starting with Petrochin. How is that Petrochin refining not making money when it produces so many products? How could it not make any money? Why don't they put inquiry into it to find out what is going on with the money? Because they might have to lock up a few of their friends, because all the political and all the big men inside they thief and money. So they want to anyhow. Let me don't go down that road. That is not the concern. The concern is they shutting down Petrochem. When we shut down we refinery and totally depend on Venezuela, what is our position? Venezuelans leaving their country and running to our country to buy basic items. What will be Trini positions? What will be our position? Right now they use strategy on us to divide and conquer. They only raise the super. So the maxi taxi driver and them go laugh at the PH man. Because you know that what Trinis like to do, laugh at one another. While the big shot man does get away with everything. Without one thing we just do. Because we just never come together to address a situation. But the maxi man and studying, the day we start to take gas in full from Venia and shut down we refinery totally, the government would not be able to subsidize anything anymore. And if you're not subsidizing anything, everything will raise in the country. Diesel will raise, cooking gas will raise, PG. Behind that, everything in the grocery will raise back again and again. And this is what the grocery owners and them love, because anytime something happens, they just raise the prices ridiculously and we cannot do anything about it. If you observe something with the business community in Trinidad, they're not complaining because they're glad. Rowley always say in recession and you can't get US currency to buy, so they're using that as the edge to raise every item in the store, and we the poor people now had a face in that. Before we used to shop online, the Rowley administration taxing that, so it's better we buy things down here. So when we buy things down here, they raise the price. So the business association, if you observe something with them, they're not complaining about this government because they love him. Under this government, the rich people makes more money, and the poor man and the middle class man keeps going down and down and down. And this is we as a people is not seeing. We keep fighting each other when we need to come together to fight this battle and bring down this party. You all remember, it's a similar thing. You would agree. Few years back, they say, the past administration say, it would have cost them cheaper to buy sugar elsewhere. And when they start buying sugar, we close down Carney 95 Limited. Everything that make with sugar raise. Everything. Down to beef raise, because everything that Carney was producing, the price raise. Now, if our government is telling you it costing we cheaper to buy a product, why things raising in the country? Down to snacks raise, you had to give your child more money to go to school to buy snacks. Everything raise. Yeah, back to Petrochem. Everybody probably laughing at how Petrochem workers losing their jobs because, as I say, Trini like to laugh at one another. When the refinery closed down, yeah, you probably have a lot of money in your pocket because Trini's have money, as they say. But how long would that money last when there is no employment? Where would your child work? Where will your children work? Where would your grandchildren work? You just had them in a house and just feed them? There would be no employment. Would everybody go down point to work in the dry dock company thing with the billing? And that is going to take 4 years before it bill. Would everybody from Port of Spain and Central Cuba and Point-a-Pierre travel down straight down the point to get a job down there? Would you do that? And then where point people will work? Would you think that point people go full up all the vacancies down there? Or stay there and laugh at this refinery and the old age people who are given extra money and thing for? Anytime the refinery closed down, the government would not be able to subsidize PTSC. People will have to pay big money to travel in PTSC buses because a lot of taxis will go out of business because nobody is going to pay $20 a short drop in a maxi or $20 a short drop in a car. People would depend on the buses, and hence the government would be making more money because they will have to raise their fare also to cover the cost. So think, people wake up and think about the all-rounded picture. Think about the all-rounded picture. Think about what really happening to Trinidad and Tobago. This is not only happening to the petrochem workers or to the taxi drivers. This is happening to everybody when you have to face new grocery and facing high prices. This is ridiculous. Right now, the way I see it, this PNM government sending the poor people to be filthy poor. And they're sending the middle class man to be poor. Because just now we're gonna come like Venezuela. We just now when it have no employment, you can't get no work no way. They not shut down in the whole industry, pointless as industry, no way to get end no way. So when a man now, when the businessman come and tell you, well, you go work for $50 in the store now, you're hungry, you're thirsty, you're going to work. Because you want to work. We Trinidadians just work for we money. And they know that. So you going to work for small money to barely survive, to barely eat. And now they come and they bring property tax. So when you hear you can't pay your tax, the government come in for your house and all the big shot friends go come to buy you out. So you out on the road for small money again. So this is a plan for the rich. This country is for the rich to get richer and the poor to get poor. So people, please wake up. See what's going on. Open your eyes. So Trinidad and Tobago, please. We must come together as one people to save TNT. Don't be fooled with $100 in your debit card and your food card. Because you might have to take that same $100 and buy something for your son or your daughter. Because they will not be getting any employment. You might have to mind them for the rest of your life. Because Trinidad, all the businesses in Trinidad will be going down because of this refinery shutting down. Another thing, Mr. Roger, you surprised me because when the Kamala administration was running this country, you was striking, you was shutting down the country almost every month for a raise a pay for workers. And now workers are losing their whole livelihood and you're not shutting down the country even once for them now. So to me, you looking like the PNM snake that holding back the whole country from standing up for their rights. Now is the time for Trinidad to stand up for their right. Now is the time. And if we don't stand up for our right, I am very sorry for the hardship that is coming ahead of us. Because the future do not look bright. They even stop school feeding at school. That is why these children are so angry in school. Because they're hungry. They can't take no talk from an ex-schoolboy. They could be fight and they fight until the death because they are nothing to live for. They're hungry. Their parents are in trouble already to send them to school. And they're studying all that. When I was a youth man, I was poor. I used to study. My parents had to work hard whole day to send me to school. That used to be my brain. So these how children, what happens at home affect the child in school. And this is why they're so angry. That's why the youths nowadays have so much hate in them. Because society is too hard. Cost of living is too hard. And I don't know if people seeing this, but apparently like nobody cares. And I pray to God every day that some hero come in Trinidad and save it. Because anybody, like people aren't understanding what's going on, they ain't seeing what's going on. They're blind to the fact of what's going on. And now this government come and tell them, I'll give you an extra 100 a month on poor relief, and what you giving? But what that could do for you? 100, right now $1,000 and have no value in the grocery. No value. You want to know where you're leaving the grocery with when you're done by. That money he giving people $100 extra or whatever. He dog chow for his dogs, so much he must be spending more than that behind the dogs. So Trinidad and Tobago, please, I'm begging you, please wake up. We must come together to pass stop to this madness in this country.